In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 17, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. San Francisco Giants vs. Oakland Athletics. The San Francisco Giants, currently holding a 62-62 record, will attempt to secure their second consecutive victory as they take on the Oakland Athletics, who stand at 52-70 in the opening game of their 2-game series on Saturday night. The Athletics have been on a hot streak lately, winning 5 of their last 6 games, while the Giants have struggled, dropping 4 of their last 5 matchups. Oakland's offense has been firing on all cylinders, scoring 7 or more runs in 3 of their last 4 games. Given this momentum, they are expected to continue performing well offensively in this game, especially since Birdsong, who had a strong start to his season, has cooled off considerably. Birdsong has allowed a concerning 12 runs in his last 2 starts, including 11 runs over his last 3 road games. Compounding the Giants' difficulties, their bullpen has surrendered 10 runs in their last 4 games, making it challenging for them to contain the Athletics in this contest. On the offensive side, the Giants have been struggling, managing only 11 runs in their last 4 games. Their offensive woes are likely to persist in this matchup, as they have not fared well against right-handed pitchers, and Bido has been effective on the mound recently, giving up just 3 runs in his last 2 starts. Additionally, Bido has allowed only 4 runs in his last 2 home starts, and with Oakland's bullpen ranked as the 6th best in the league, they should be able to stifle San Francisco's offense. Oakland enters this series riding a wave of good performances over the past 2 weeks, particularly at home, where they boast a 29-30 record this year. In contrast, San Francisco is coming off a disappointing home series against the Braves and has struggled on the road with a 26-35 record. The Giants are starting Birdsong, who was impressive earlier in the season but has faltered in his last 2 outings. Meanwhile, Oakland will be relying on Bido, who has shown strength in 3 of his last 4 appearances. With Oakland's solid home record this season, and considering Birdsong's recent decline, the outlook does not favor the Giants. Birdsong's recent performances have been underwhelming, and although it may seem counterintuitive, the Athletics have been playing solid baseball, even as they find themselves out of contention. While San Francisco is the only team in this matchup with something to play for, their recent performances have not inspired confidence in their ability to make a serious push for a postseason spot. For this reason, the Oakland Athletics money line is our full game side pick. The Giants are averaging 4.36 runs per game overall and 4.44 runs per game on the road. However, in their last 3 games against the Athletics, they have averaged only 3 runs per game. Given that Oakland has allowed just 3.98 runs per game at home, it is likely that San Francisco will be held below their average in this game. On the other hand, the Athletics are averaging 4.08 runs per game overall and 4.41 runs per game at home. They have averaged 4.33 runs per game in their last 3 matchups against the Giants, with San Francisco's defense struggling on the road, allowing 5.25 runs per game in games started by Birdsong. The Athletics should be able to score enough to push the game's total over the projected figure. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Diego Padres vs. Colorado Rockies. Saturday's sports schedule is packed, and one of the standout games in Major League Baseball features the San Diego Padres taking on the Colorado Rockies. This matchup is highly anticipated, with the Padres looking to continue their impressive form against a struggling Rockies team. The Rockies have historically been more competitive at home, and this season is no different. They hold a respectable 28-32 straight-up record at home and have performed well on the run line, boasting a 33-25 mark. However, the key factor in this game will likely be the pitching matchup, which heavily favors the Padres. San Diego has been on a tear recently, winning 19 of their last 23 games, with 12 of those victories coming by multiple runs. Their dominance on the mound has been a significant reason for their success. Dylan Cease, San Diego's starting pitcher, has been in exceptional form, posting a remarkable 0.8 ERA over his last 6 starts, totaling 33.2 innings pitched. Additionally, Cease has had success against the Rockies, holding their current current roster to a slash line of .200, .250, and .433 over 60 at-bats. Given these factors, San Diego seems well positioned for another strong showing. Despite a rare loss in the first game of this series on Friday, the Padres have been one of the hottest teams in MLB over the past month. They have a solid 36-25 record on the road this season, while the Rockies are 28-32 at home. Although Colorado has one of the worst overall records this year, they have been competitive at Coors Field. Kyle Freeland, the Rockies starting pitcher, has performed reasonably well since returning from injury, but a blister issue in his last start could be a concern. Meanwhile, the Padres have Dylan Cease, who has been one of the best pitchers in baseball since mid-July. It's difficult to bet against the Padres at this point. They've won 82.6% of their games in the second half of the season and secured their first series victory against the Rockies. San Diego is not the same team that Colorado swept in May, and their offense, which excels at avoiding strikeouts, should thrive in Coors Field. Cease already delivered a one-hit performance against Colorado earlier this season. And in a battle of bullpens, the Padres have the edge. Therefore, the San Diego Padres to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While Cease is in excellent form, there's a possibility that the Rockies can contribute a few runs to push the total over. At home, Colorado has been one of the league's top teams in batting average and ranks 7th in OPS. However, the main reason to lean toward the over is the Padres' matchup against Kyle Freeland. The left-hander has struggled significantly this season, carrying a 5.75 earned run average and a 1.49 WHIP. San Diego's hitters have a strong track record against Freeland, with a current roster slash line of .321, .379, and .506 over 162 at-bats. The Padres' offense has been on fire lately, ranking 3rd in team batting average and 4th in OPS over the last 15 days. If they don't get to Freeland early, they should have opportunities against Colorado's bullpen, which ranks last in the league with a 5.69 earned run average. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Braves versus Los Angeles Angels. Another thrilling weekend of Major League Baseball is on the horizon, and we're focusing on Saturday's showdown taking place at Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. The anticipation is high as fans gear up for what promises to be an exciting game. Last season, when the Braves faced the Angels in Atlanta, they managed to win 2 out of the 3 games. This year, the Braves have shown they can perform well on the road, boasting a 32-31 record away from home as of Friday. In contrast, the Angels have struggled on their own turf, with a disappointing 26-38 record at Angel Stadium. Griffin Canning, who will take the mound for the Angels, has had a rough go this season with a 4.56 earned run average in 13 home starts. He's also given up 10 home runs and issued 32 walks in those outings. Meanwhile, Atlanta is clinging to the final wild card spot in the National League, making these games crucial for their postseason hopes. With Chris Sale on the mound, the Braves have been formidable, holding a 15-7 record when he pitches. Notably, all but one of those wins have been by at least 2 runs. Sale has been stellar on the road this season, posting a 5-3 record with a 2.44 earned run average in 12 starts, striking out 100 batters and allowing only 4 home runs over 73 2/3 innings. Heading into this series, Atlanta had won 6 of the last 10 meetings with the Angels, all by at least 3 runs. Chris Sale is bound to have a bad outing eventually, but he hasn't shown any signs of slowing down just yet. Sale hasn't faced the Angels since 2019, but he has dominated them in his career, going 7-0 with a 1.06 earned run average in 8 starts and 2 relief appearances against the Halos. The 8-time All-Star has been particularly effective at Angel Stadium, posting a 1.61 earned run average in 28 innings pitched there. On the other hand, Griffin Canning has struggled mightily this season. In 7 of his last 11 starts, he's allowed at least 4 earned runs. His second half numbers are bleak, with a 6.15 earned run average and a .812 OPS against. The current Braves lineup has fared well against him, going 1-8 for 6-2 with 5 doubles and 6 home runs. Additionally, Atlanta has a 104 WRC+ against right-handed pitchers over the last 10 days. The Braves have been slightly underwhelming lately, and Friday's outcome didn't help their case. However, it's undeniable that this series is crucial for Atlanta if they want to stay in the hunt for the National League playoffs, whether that means winning the division or securing a wild card spot. With the competition heating up around them, every win counts. On the other hand, the Angels are simply playing out the season at this point, and facing a dominant pitcher like Chris Sale doesn't bode well for them. Therefore, the Atlanta Braves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Over the last 10 meetings between these two teams, the over has hit in 7 of those games, with the winning side typically doing the heavy lifting by scoring 6 or more runs. In their most recent matchup last season, the teams combined for 17 runs, with the Braves accounting for 12 of those. Despite both offenses ranking in the bottom half of the league in runs per game, Atlanta averaging 4.31 and the Angels 4.02, the Braves tend to perform better on the road, averaging 4.48 runs per game. During their current road trip, they've scored at least 5 runs in 4 of their first 7 games and have reached the 5-run mark in 6 of their last 9 games. Meanwhile, the Angels' offense will be looking for redemption after a lackluster series against Toronto, where they only managed 5 runs at home. Although they have some promising young hitters, these types of players can be streaky, so we expect at least a couple to step up and contribute enough to make this game competitive. Griffin Canning is likely to struggle once again, which could force the Angels to turn to their bullpen early. However, their relief pitching has shown signs of regression, with a 4.14 Fahrenheit IP and 4.7 xFIP in August. This suggests that the bullpen could falter, so we're leaning towards the over in this game. Although the Angels have hit left-handed pitchers hard over the past 10 days, boasting a 149 WRC plus across 125 plate appearances, getting to Chris Sale will be no easy task. He's far from an ordinary southpaw, and while the Angels may score a few runs, it might not be enough to stop the Braves from covering. However, the Braves' bullpen has been shaky as of late, which could help the over bettors. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.